Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Zyn Xc Weekly News. Our team here is excited to be bringing you weekly entertainment every week, every Monday morning. Before we begin our normal broadcast, it's best that we start by addressing the elephant in the room. The departure of our beloved co-host, Zachary Edward Johnson. For those too young to have gotten to know him, but old enough to be let into District 64, Zach Johnson, or better known as Stone, was the originator of the Zyn Xc Weekly News and would share this podium with me to provide weekly entertainment every week, every Monday morning for you all. However, due to an unfolding of unfortunate events involving Mossad agents, Zach and his girlfriend have made the difficult decision to relocate to Austin, Texas to pursue their dreams and avoid Israel. He will be missed. However, the show must go on. And in case you've missed the last couple of broadcasts, we're going to do a rapid fire update on everyone on the team. Recently became a junior associate of the Berry Hall Revolution. Pretty sure her boyfriend was the best receiver in Minnesota football, I think. Still is Chibs' sister. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. Stress fracture in his foot, I believe.
I have no idea.
Baked pancakes for a bunch of the guys. That was really kind. Thank you, Casey. Speed ran new Super Mario Bros. Wii in an all-time worst performance thanks to Caleb Fultz having the ability of Prime Velas Jones Jr. I have no idea. I have no idea. Mob ties with Kalen DeBoer. Proud truck owner. Got his chain snatched by Ethan Moe for the facility record in the 800 and is probably the worst Mario player in the world. I have no idea. Saw her talking to Graham again. Earned a number 6 all-time spot for the 1K and plays the piano. Ran like 2 top 7 all-time marks in the past 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Senior executive of the Berry Hall Revolution. Is doing laundry. Was in a cast boot thing, but now is no longer. Doping. I have no idea. Was just her birthday. And every day that passes, we yearn for her more. Competing unattached, ran a school record mile time and also a high-performing 800 time, and ate lunch at the Union ordering Panda Express, spending around $10 on Monday, February 9th at around 12:05 in the afternoon. The opening spokesperson at FCA on Wednesday nights at 7:45. Bring a friend. Promoting Houston Hot Chicken and running with Noah Hewitt, and loves bass fishing. Eclipsed level 100 of Fortnite and is now only 95 levels behind Dawson Balzer. Attended a professional bull riding competition and won a lottery to ride a bull. He lost and hurt his shoulder. Graduating this semester with an undergrad in architecture and just ran a mile PR.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Graduating this year with an undergrad in exercise science and is not coming back, so make sure to appreciate every moment you have with her because it could be your last. Regularly shaving his head and signing on to design truck wraps for a pool leak detection company in Austin, Texas. I have no idea. Might be married by now, not sure. Probably living in Texas with her soon-to-be MLB husband, if I had to guess. I have no idea, and I do not care. And before we move on to our next segment, let's hear a word from our sponsor, RainBet. If you haven't heard of RainBet, it's an online platform where you can play a huge variety of games, from live casino classics to slots and sports betting, all in one place. What I like about it is how smooth the interface is. It's easy to use, whether on desktop or mobile, and they're always adding new features and events. If you want to check it out, you can use code GINGERSAUCE to support the channel and see what Steak has to offer. As always, remember to play responsibly. This is entertainment, not a way to make money. Thanks again to Steak for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it.
It's all gone.
For our next segment, we're going to go over some viewer-submitted questions and answer them today. Thank you. Question 1 comes from Jessen.Trinity67. Why is the host so delectably handsome? Thanks for the submission. And all I'll say to that is that it takes one to know one. Question 2 from Dawson.Balzer41. When analyzing the original Sugarscape model developed by Elstein and Axtell in 1996, modeling the evolution of biological traits, I find an issue where all the agents in this study use a homogeneous trade strategy based on neoclassical economic theory. If a model were to be developed using heuristics instead of mathematical optimization, guided by a genetic algorithm, would the result yield the same? That's a great question, Dawson. And to simplify it, looking at a model like this, using this new approach that you mentioned, we discover a convergence on its performance that utilizes neoclassical assumptions, which demonstrates the efficiency of the market. However, it really truly remains unclear how the real-world markets equilibrate, or if they are in equilibrium at all. And our question 3 comes from Ace.Elkinator89. Hi, big fan of the show. Yeah, mods ban her for a year. To be quite frank, don't fill our inboxes up with these stupid submissions and, quite frankly, disrespectful things like this. We're here to answer questions that the fans have, not look at stupid comments like this that do nothing! And that's all we have for this week's broadcast. In the description, you'll find 2 drop boxes. One for the applications to be next week's co-host for the Zyn Xc Weekly News, and the other will be the same submission box for questions that we've had in every episode up to date. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week, every Monday morning.
Baby, you know that I miss you. I wanna get with you tonight, but I cannot, baby girl, and that's the issue.